Welcome to Own Your Image with yours, the Queen of Peace, the podcast where personal growth meets real life storytelling. I'm Fugam TC, and every week we dive into the highs, lows, and glow up moments of men and women, all figuring it all out. Grab your tea as usual, get comfy, and let's grow together. Unfiltered, fun, and always real. Have you ever felt stuck in patterns that prevent you from living your best life? Don't get me wrong. I know you may be thinking, once I get this amount of money, I can live a happy life. Or once I travel to different holiday destinations, buy a beautiful house, car, live a luxurious life, then I am unstoppable. Believe you me, I've engaged in conversations with rich people, and I've also observed that money can never be enough and may not be fulfilling. Possibly, hence we see those who are rich continuously looking for money. They will too find themselves stuck in some way. Well, let's forget about rich people and focus on you and I, because one thing for sure, I know we still have a long way to go. Let me ask you again, do you find yourself stuck? You may have acquired your degree, which you thought would be the gateway to your success. Maybe you got married and felt now your life will be flawless, or you moved to another country or place and saw yourself making it. With all the changes you have made in your life, the end is you still feel stuck. Today, I want to share some fascinating insights about 3 common mindsets that might be quietly hindering your happiness and personal growth. Our minds are powerful tools that can either propel us forward or hold us back. Research shows that we often operate from subconscious mindsets that influence our actions, decisions, and overall well-being. The good news is these mindsets aren't fixed personality traits. They are fluid states that we can recognize and change. Let's explore these 3 common mindsets through the lens of 2 important qualities, curiosity and ambition. Let me remind you, we are having these mindsets through the lenses of curiosity and ambition. So, the first mindset that can be holding you back is called the cynical mindset, when hope feels lost. The cynical mindset occurs when both our curiosity and ambition have dimmed. In this state, we might find ourselves scrolling through negative news, spending hours inactive on the sofa, discussing world problems without taking action, sometimes even mocking those who maintain enthusiasm or optimism. And I think we've seen this phenomena where we go on social media and we see someone, pushing their agenda, doing what they're passionate about doing, and you see someone coming and criticizing. Probably they are in the cynical mindset. They have no hope. They've lost hope and they feel they can't change their circumstances. They can't change their surroundings. They can't do anything. The world looks so complicated for them. So instead of acknowledging their negativity, they go and attack or antagonize or work opposite of those who are working productively. At its core, this mindset stems from the feeling like we're perpetually in survival mode. The inner voice says, there is no point of trying. Stop, don't try. You have done more than enough. Nothing is happening. Does this sound familiar? Many of us slip into this mindset during challenging times. I confess too, there was a time when I used to operate under this mindset. Let's move to the second mindset, the escapist mindset. Seeking distraction, that mindset which is always there to look for distractions. In this escapist mindset, we maintain our curiosity but have let go of our ambitions. This often looks like engaging in retail therapy to feel momentarily joyful, binge, we can watch shows to avoid reality, or constantly planning future vacations or dreams without taking steps towards them. Can you relate to this kind of mindset where you try to find something, you engage in that something, and you don't want to focus on the current status quo of your situations. I remember there was a time when I used to say during the night, I would go to the mountains to pray and worship God with others. But in actual fact, when I objectively looked at my ambition to go to the mountains to pray, it was more of running away from the situation that I had, right? I wanted to run away from a situation. So I found something that would distract me from going through my challenges every day. So instead of sleeping, because every time when I would go to bed and sleep, then my mind would face the situation, the circumstances that I was in. So to try and run away from that, I had to go to the mountains with other ladies to pray. Yet in actual fact, it was my escape moment, my escape space. So here we are trying to escape our present circumstances rather than actively working to change them. We are interested in the world. We are curious, but not motivated to make meaningful changes. We have low ambitions. The third mindset that I would share with you today is the perfectionist mindset. Oh, halala. I think at some point, in fact, to a large extent, my whole life was best characterized by the perfectionist mindset, the achievement trap. I want to achieve this. Now, let me try to unpack it for you. The perfectionist mindset flips the script: high ambition but suppressed curiosity. This manifests as self-criticism and imposter syndrome, overworking to the point of burnout, toxic productivity where the rest feels forbidden, making decisions solely based on goals and outcomes. Can you relate to this? Are you one of the people who is controlled by the perfectionist mindset, where you set goals and you want to achieve them? Sometimes you work so hard to a point where you feel that if I achieve this, then I'll be happy. So you start to work aggressively, uncontrollably, unstoppable to achieve this goal. It could be going to work. You will work long hours. You will do part-times. Sometimes you take a third or second, fourth job because you've got a goal. I want to raise 20,000. I want to raise 30,000. I want to raise 5,000. And once you have it, you assume that your joy is going to vanish because you have found that money. Yet in actual fact, that's not true. So in this state, we believe if I achieve success, then I will finally be happy. We try to escape uncertainty through work and achievement, often at the cost of exploration and joy in the journey. Here's the empowering truth. These mindsets are fluid and changeable. They shift based on our circumstances. They shift based on our triggers. They shift based on our current goals. This fluidity means we are not trapped. We can transform our perspectives by doing 3 steps. Number 1, recognizing which mindset we are currently experiencing. I'm sure throughout these 3 mindsets, I gave you examples of when I knew that this was happening, when I know that this was happening and I was trying to avoid the current state. I was trying to achieve goals. I was trying to be cynical mindset. So number 1, you need to recognize which mindset we are currently experiencing. Number 2, you need to understand what might have triggered this pattern. For you to have that pattern, what has triggered it? What is it that you do that has triggered that mindset? And number 3, making conscious decisions to adjust our approach. Like I'm telling you, I've given you my past experiences and I made a deliberate and conscious decisions to adjust my approach. Whenever I've got something that is negative, instead of running away from it, I attend to it. I consult, I look for other people to help unpack the problem. If it is a problem, I will try as much as possible to unpack it and find ways of solving it or attending to it. Sometimes Some challenges cannot be solved instantly, so you may need to postpone. You are aware of it, but you're not running away completely because you know you have to attend to it. Now, you may ask me, so how do I find balance in all this? Yes, Fungai, yes, the Queen of Peace, you've spoken about all these mindsets. So how do I find the balance? Now, I want you to imagine a 4x4 grid with curiosity on one axis, and the other X, there is ambition. The healthiest space exists where both qualities are present in the balance measure, where we remain curious about the world while maintaining the ambition to improve our circumstances. Now, as I conclude, what mindset do you recognize in yourself today? What mindset do you recognize in you today? Or it could be your child, it could be a fellow worker, it could be your parent, it could be your boyfriend, it could be your husband, it could be your wife, it could be anyone. Can you identify these mindsets? But I want you to focus on you, because you cannot go and help someone before you have the correct mindset for yourself. Remember, awareness is the first step toward positive change. Your mindset is not who you are. It's just where you are right now. That's not you. It's where you are right now. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you experienced these mindsets? What helps you to maintain both curiosity and ambition in your life? And what are the steps that you're going to take to make sure that you operate within the right mindset? Fellow listeners, fellow viewers, thank you so much. Like always, I thank you for the feedback, and I thank you for the time to listen to my podcast. If you want to get hold of us, please, you will find details on the handles. Please share this podcast to anyone within your circle. One click, one swipe, you will help someone who needs this information. Until we meet again, it's a bye for now.